I am Barabbas. These chains once belonged to me. See, I was locked up in a Roman prison for rioting and murder and robbery. They condemned me to death for my crimes. Death by crucifixion. Death on the cross. My chains of punishment were wrapped around me so tightly I could barely breathe. But one day I was set free. Yes, free forever. I know you're wondering how, so let me tell you the story. There was a man from Galilee. Some people called him a carpenter. Some called him a prophet. Some people even said that he was the Son of God. Everywhere he went, all he did was preach the gospel. He healed the sick, and he drove out demons. Well, the important churchmen got angry and decided to take him down. No one could get him to do anything wrong, so they made up fake charges of treason against him.
Are you the king of the Jews?
Are those your words? Or someone else's?
Even the high priest accused Jesus of many false crimes, but he said nothing to their lies.
This man is not guilty of anything. Now, we have a custom to release a prisoner on Passover each year. If you want, I'll release this Jesus, King of the Jews, to you.
But the crowd shouted, "Crucify him! Crucify him! And give us Barabbas!" So Roman soldiers came back, opened my dungeon, released me from my chains, and set me free. In my place, Jesus was flogged with a whip of metal spikes. Everybody said, "Crucify him."
I wash my hands of this innocent man's blood. Do what you want.
The soldiers then, well, they had a little party at Jesus' expense. They dressed him in a purple robe and they beat him with clubs and they spit on him and they dropped to his knees and acted like they were worshiping him.
All hail, King of the Jews! All hail, King of the Jews!
Then they dragged him off to die by the agony of crucifixion.
Hey, you put him here.
Then they hung him up for everybody to see. They hung him up in front of all the people and they watched him choke for every painful breath. Some people laughed at him. Some scorned his father.
Father, forgive them. They don't know what they do.
After 3 hours, a cloud of darkness came down like a blanket. The sun was gone. It was black as night. After 6 hours, the man was dying. You could see the struggle.
My God! My God! Why have you forsaken me?
And with that terrible shout, Jesus gave up his spirit. The ground began to shake. The rocks cracked open. I was afraid. Who was this man that had died in my place? They took Jesus to a borrowed tomb and buried him. And 2 days later, Mary Magdalene and Joanna, they came to the tomb where Jesus was buried. They were carrying spices that they had prepared for the body. When they found the stone rolled away from the entrance, they went in. But they did not find the body. They did not find the body of the Lord Jesus, and they didn't know what to think. They looked confused. Suddenly, a man in shining white clothes stood there. The women were afraid, and they bowed to the ground, but the angel said,
"Why are you looking for someone who's alive in the place of the dead? He isn't here. He is risen and conquered death."
The women were so excited they ran to tell the disciples. They told everyone they met along the way.
He's alive! Jesus is alive! We went to the tomb, he's not there! An angel was there and he told us the good news! We have to go tell the disciples, come on! He's alive! He's alive!
What? Jesus is alive? But how can that be? Maybe he was the Son of God. But you mean the Son of God died in my place?
I did more than that, Barabbas. I died in the place of all mankind. I have taken your chains, and I have set you free. I conquered all sin, sickness, death, and all evil. I died so that through me, anyone can have a new life.
But what do I have to do?
Believe.
I do believe.